Portugal.
We are currently crossing a bridge from Spain into
and
Portugal.
This was supposed to be 20 seconds longer, but Mom forgot to turn her video on.
Yeah.
They know how to spoil a good narration.
Our trip across Europe in the sweltering summer heat continued with a train ride from Carcassonne to Barcelona. We walked around a bit after checking into our Airbnb. Some ice cream helped cool us down.
We just arrived here in Barcelona from Paris, and our first stop, since it's 42 degrees, is gelato, so it's really good.
The Gothic Quarter, one of the most historical and beautiful districts in the city. One of the highlights was Mercat Boqueria, in a large food market where we sampled the first of many street foods.
It's our first day in Barcelona, and we came to this great outdoor market to look for some lunch. And all the food is yummy. There's a wide variety of traditional Spanish food, and I'm really enjoying myself. I'm very warm, 36.
36 degrees.
But at least it's not 42.
We are at Mercat de la Boqueria, and it's this 200-year-old market in the old city of Barcelona, and we are trying some street food. We have empanadas and whatever this is. It's like a sausage with potato around it.
So this is gazpacho. It's a famous Spanish soup, and it's cold instead of warm. It's traditionally made with tomatoes, and mine was served with these breadcrumb crouton thingies. So let's give it a try. Ooh, it's really cold. It tastes just like tomato.
The Spanish cordobés is a hat that roughly translates into wide-brimmed hat. Although the traditional color is black, it can also be red, sea green, navy blue, and pearl gray. There are drawings of it date back to the 17th century.
The next day, we hopped on the subway to take in the splendor of Barcelona's most famous attraction, Sagrada Familia. This iconic basilica was designed by Antoni Gaudí, and it is known for its intricate architecture and ongoing construction, despite having been under construction since 1992. Afterwards, we checked out a flamenco show which featured passionate dancers, soulful music, and colorful costumes. It was amazing.
We're in Barcelona. We just had dinner, and we're checking out a flamenco dancing show.
After a long few weeks of fast traveling through Europe in the relentless heat, we were looking forward to getting back on the train for a long trip to Granada. We were planning on spending a whole week in a beautiful apartment in the old quarter, enjoying a slower pace of life. Though many tourists just come to see the ancient fortress, the Alhambra, we spent a lot of time wandering the streets and eating yummy food.
We're on a hill overlooking a...
Hi.
What's it
She
called?
doesn't know either. Hi.
Simon's just there.
Hi.
Where did you get dragged to this afternoon?
Place, and it's the evening, by the way.
Yeah, it's like
So we are on St. Michael's Lookout.
Oh.
That's what it's called.
St. Michael's Church is behind us.
So we are in Granada right now. We are just looking at the Alhambra in the background over there. And so tomorrow we're just gonna check it out and go on the inside.
We did spend a day at the Alhambra, and we were awed by the majestic palace and fortress complex, in which renowned for its intricate Islamic architecture and gardens.
Mummy whipped out your phone at just the wrong moment. You said, the celestial gods on the pillars that are rectangular.
Go ahead. We're just talking about how fantastic it is here, but these audio guides are just way over our heads. It's like, the celestial guides, blah 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 blah, and the arches and the plinths, and it just doesn't really tell us. We care to know. Well, it tells us lots of things if we're Islamic architectural scholars, but it doesn't tell us much if we're adventurism, and we just want to learn a little bit. So I think in the future, we're going to find ourselves private guides who can talk at our level. Explain it to me like I'm 10.
Go.
So right now we are in the Alcazaba. It's the fort part which looks over the city and protects.
Famous type of meat here in Spain is cured ham. Sometimes it's been cured for several months, up to 36 months, so 3 years. I'm not sure how old this stuff is, but we found a nice little sandwich shop that's making us a Granada ham sandwich. Let's give it a try.
These are a pelote, which is a popular Spanish chewing candy. It comes in many different flavors. It's been around for a long time and it is still popular today, so I'm going to try this. Tastes like orange, and this is a really good flavor. I like it. I think it's a 9 out of 10.
Mom and Dad went out with a guide on a tapas tour and enjoyed trying so many delicious dishes and drinks.
We're meeting a snail. We just had to dig him out with my toothpick.
Award-winning snail.
Award-winning snail.
Not any old snail.
Not any old snail at all.
So we're in the Casa Enrique from 1870, and this is the tapa and the famous vermouth. This tapa represents the whole of Granada. So this is bread from alpaca, which is famous for the bread. Obviously you've got the olive oil. This is called tocino, which is bacon. So this represents the whole of Granada.
Hello. This one is Bencal. It's from Granada. It's a town from about 50 kilometers from here.
Yeah.
And it's made with fruit grapes.
We are in Granada and we are trying piononos, which is, I actually don't know what it's made of. A small little dessert common to the Granada region.
It's like pudding cake, like moist cake.
Our week went quickly, and before we knew it, Dad had rented a car to drive us westward to Portugal. We haven't swam in the ocean in so long, and we were looking forward to some time at the beach in the waves. We rented a condo for a couple nights in the seaside town of Albufeira.
Here in Portugal, we have this really nice house. There was this like wraparound porch. Yeah. Is there? Yeah.
It was a pretty touristy beach town, so instead of fighting the crowds at the main beach, we hiked to a cool hidden beach down the coast, where we had a really unique cove almost to ourselves. Epic!
It is our first full day in Portugal. We're in a town called Albufeira, and we walked a little bit to this beach that is like in a rock, and we're having lots of fun swimming, making sandcastles, playing in the waves. It's great. We are making like a sandcastle right now. We're on this beautiful beach, and it's like really fun because we have like the wall there. It's not much right now, but when the tide comes in, it's gonna like fill up this wall, make all this sand super wet, and so sand. When I imagine traveling, I imagine like being on the beach with like soft sand like on my feet like it is right now. And I imagine having a big sand castle, like running in the waves, and like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought of when I thought of traveling.
This is a flor de olao, and it's typical of southern Portugal. And it's a 7-layered cake, and I've already eaten half of it. It's typically made at Easter, and it tastes like sort of a Portuguese cinnamon bun. So,
Dad achieved a 800-day streak on Duolingo, which he had started before our time in Central America. He decided to put Duolingo aside for a while, but had to reach his milestone first.
800-day streak.
Our last stop in Europe before crossing the Strait of Gibraltar to Morocco was Tarifa, a beach town best known for its wind and popularity with the kiteboarders. We stayed on a campground in a glamping tent, which was right by the beach. The water was chilly, but we had a ton of fun in the waves.
Welcome to Sand, Sea, and Beauty. Today I want to show you some products that we made. We have the bath bombs,
This one is rocky road, which will leave your path with a thin layer of sand, just like you're at the beach, and a couple seashells.
O amor de mãe é a luz que torna o nosso viver num hino de amor.
The whole time we could see Morocco just a few miles away and the Strait of Gibraltar, and soon it was time to get on the ferry to Tangier, our next country and first time on the continent of Africa.
We are in Tarifa and we are about to board the ferry to Morocco. Today's going to be a big travel day because we took a taxi, got breakfast, and then we're getting on a boat, and then we're going to take another taxi, and then we're going to take a bus. So, big day.
Já sei quem és.
Going to the secluded cave beach in Portugal.
I really loved glamping in Tarifa.
Eating tapas and watching flamenco dancing.
Walking around and shopping in Granada.
Trail running in the hills around Granada.